connect. Check, 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 check. Let's see. Let's go back. Search me. No views. New. Am I live? Let me see. There we are. Check 1, 2. Let's see. Is there a delay? Yes, a little bit of a delay. Let's see if we get this one right. 59, 1 minute. Let's check out the volume. Let's see, can I play like this? Could extend this a little more towards me. Hold on. Let's see. Check, check, 1, 2. Can I reach my drink? Ready to rock. What's up, bro? Yeah. I haven't brought the C4. It's not bad. Let's see. I think we're 5 people. Let me see if I can get my hands under here. If I turn this way, maybe flip it. Crank it up. Dun, 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 dun. Now, let me ask you guys something. Do I look left-handed? I tried to switch it through the horizontal screen. I don't know if I can flip it and it turns it the other way. Like this. Let me see. Nope. Howdy. Wonder what happens if I flip this. Does it do anything? Let me see. It's locked. Rotate device back. Yeah. The blue Kramer. I look lefty. I don't know how to fix that. That's my only issue. What's this button here? Top chat. Oh, look at that. I can see messages. I don't want to push buttons because I don't want to lose anybody. I got to figure out how to rotate the screen. I don't know how to fix that. Yeah, it was upside down. Back. I don't know how to fix that. I looked through all my settings and everything. You know, probably if I went regular and then put the... I don't know. When I did wire this up, I did get unlazy and wire up the $80 ESP. So $80 ESP. I just had to put a new pot for 12 bucks. Vocals are low. Check, check. How about now? That's good? Like that? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? I could play like this. I'll do like one of those fake, like, Turismo Jocko. Can I fake it right-handed? Let's see. No. Yeah, I don't know how to fix the lefty thing. That sucks. I wish I could fix the lefty thing. That's the only thing I'm not sure of. I don't know what that button will do over there. See, it's got like a rotate button, but it won't flip the screen. There's got to be some kind of mirror thing. Go into camera settings and reverse the image. I wonder if I don't know if I'll lose you guys though. What's too low? The guitar or the vocals? Check 1, 2. Which one's low? The vocals or the guitar? Probably turn this. Everything? Check, check, check. Check, check. I could turn everything up, but it would be good. Check. Oof. That was loud. Check 1, 2. That better on the vocals? Or too loud now? Check, check, check. Is that super loud? Can you hear now? Is that good? Can you hear me? Check, check, check. The vocals, the guitar's loud. Is that better? I'm not warmed up either. I didn't even do my biofreeze. Let's see. You guys will have to give me a minute to warm up. This is what I do before show, actually. Now you guys get to see. I think I'm good. Oh, my shoulder. I can tell you, I'm not going to be able to do a super long live stream. Man, last night was almost 3 hours. I didn't realize it. And then when I got off and I woke up this morning, I couldn't get off the floor. So just so you guys know, I actually sleep on the floor because of the surgeries in my back. It's really bad. But I have pain medication for that and everything. I'm going to go see a spinal surgeon, I think next week. Do accept. You got your bum. Do I remember it now? Ah, man. I forgot it. I can't think. I actually rushed home. I went to so I'll tell you guys what happened real quick. I don't wanna I ran to Best Buy. Um if you don't know, I bought a new iPad for the YouTube videos, which works out good, but YouTube has Safari and not Google. I have Google in there and I have a Google account, but for some reason it won't allow me to use Google Chrome for the live streams, but I can do all my videos in there and send them to YouTube, which is so stupid. So I'm going to take the iPad tomorrow as well. But Lenovo actually comes with Google and Google Chrome, so I'm thinking that I'm going to maybe buy that too. Just have a one for streaming and one for videos. And it's this is awkward. Let me see if I can do it like this. Check. It's a little weird, but I got the mic stand is like right here, so I can get to it, but I don't know how to put it so you guys don't. I don't know. Can I swing it like this? I just have to switch under when I solo. Yeah, this is probably all right like this. What'd you say you wanted the Blue Kramer? This is the $80 guitar I bought. If you weren't left-handed, it'd work better. I know. I'm not left-handed, but is it pills or weed? What? No, neither, bro. That's probably. Let's see. What did you want? The Blue Kramer? I got this for $80. Go live more. Here, let me get the Blue Kramer. Somebody wants the Blue Kramer. Put that down there. Let me grab it. I guess no one believes I still have the Kramer. Let's see. Sorry. So I still have them. This is the Kramer. The $159 shipped to your house Kramer. about as fast as I can play. Play some Chopin. Chopin. I can't play any of that stuff anymore. Oops. Sorry about that little bar there. Sounds like shit on a guitar like this with the overdrive. Ozzy. It's fun. That gets you rock. That tattoo was painful as fuck. Yeah, Yngwie. Yeah, he had surgery. He did um should I tell more stories? I don't know how much that's gonna get me in trouble. So Yngwie came here into Florida one year. This was, I don't know how long ago, but it was right after he it was during Rising Force, and he hadn't moved here yet. He hadn't moved to Miami, and there was a local band called Frontrunner, and something happened to Yngwie's bass player, and I don't remember what happened. But then he hired Wally Voss. I don't know if you guys remember this story. Wally Voss was the bass player from Frontrunner. He also was a friend of mine's bass instructor, and they did so much of the white stuff. Jesus. And Yngwie Yngwie actually fell and hurt his hand. And the tendonitis was actually arthritis from the fall. But they were so fucked up, man. I hope that don't get me in trouble. Wally was an awesome. Hey, what's up, man? Wally was a fucking monster bass player. If you ever get a chance, look up Frontrunner, Florida Frontrunner, Wally Voss. He did all this crazy tapping. What a amazing bass player, and it's a shame that happened. Is there going to be some rocking? AC/DC? We could do AC/DC. Microphone's in the way, though. ESP. What did you say? ESP? I didn't catch the first one. Bon Scott, yeah, I love fucking AC/DC. AC/DC was fucking awesome. Matthias. Matthias is a fucking badass too. Hit like the ladies and people. Hit the like ladies. You know, a lot of people say this finger on me is fast. They never see me play fast with that finger. Mother Earth. That's a tough one. I know all the other stuff, but I used to be able to play the whole tribute solo too. I don't even remember that. Rock Candy. You know, I'll tell you, to be honest with you, you guys, the older I got, the less I've retained as far as I used to be able to play a ton of covers, and as I got older, it seems like I have to work harder to play covers because I do forget them. Like the Balls to Wall, I already forgot it. Balls to the wall. I already forgot even the lead. I don't remember the lead. I just missed that last one too. I don't know why the comments fade out, and I wonder if let me go out of this real quick off the TV because I'm using my screen. Let's see if I sign in. What happens? And I go to search. I can see. Oh, I can see statistics. 23 rock. 23. Who? Let me see what this does. All right, somebody text something. Let me see if it comes on the screen now. I'm logged into my big monitor. Say Zach's. He fucking rocks. No, I don't know why it doesn't come on this. I got a better picture. Back in black. Yeah. No, I don't see it. I don't see my texts. All that stuff is fucking great. I love AC/DC. I love Dio. I just love music. Yeah, maybe I got sundowner syndrome like my uncle. Sundowners. Oh, you know what? I probably could tilt this like this. Get that out of the way. That's better too. What's up, Paul? That's about it. Somebody asked me, my buddy told me to play as fast as I could. My buddy Pawn Shop. That's about it. I mean, that's pretty fast. Yeah. Now, here's the funny thing I want to tell you guys. So, I was watching Bad Brad again, right? and he was saying that how shred is dying and that whole thing. And then what happens is I go on there today and he does a thing about shredding with Vinny Vincent and he wants $2 million. Fucking crazy, right? No, it's this is my the Fractal FM4. I don't have the Fractal. Who's Bad Brad? He's somebody I watch, and I just unsubscribed him because I had a weird thing. I went on his channel, and he kind of dissed me a little bit. I don't know if he was just being funny or what, but it was a little weird. And then the next morning, I woke up and he's doing his walking video, and he wasn't honest about his. He was live streaming, and he wasn't even answering any of the things. Yeah, I unsubscribed. Yeah, he's getting weird, man. I really liked his stories, but lately, like the other night when he was playing, and I asked him some questions about the. I go, I go. You should do the Gary Moore. You know any Gary Moore? And then he's like, I don't play covers. I'm like, huh? And then I go, okay, well, what's your hardest lick? I don't play licks. I play guitar. I'm like, bro, what the fuck? What do you? And then he wasn't answering comments like was, but he's just going like, like shredding, and he had these weird glasses on and stuff. I don't know, man. I'm never gonna change. Some people get like a little bit of taste of fame off the YouTube. Dude, Steven can tell you. I know Steven pretty well, and I showed him pictures of certain things, that I don't want to reveal unless I have to. But he can tell you. I'm not lying about who I am and what I got. I just don't like to give all the information out because I always need some ammunition in case something happens. You know what I mean? It's one of those things where you want to protect yourself, and if you have extra ammo in the bag, you can. But I'll tell you what, these Kramers for 160 shipped to your house. I don't know if they're still doing it, but and they're still in tune. It's in lockdown. Yeah. 160. You can shred the guy. Yeah, Brad Brad's he's not a he's a good guitar player, but he's not very technical. And it's kind of like one of those things. Like a lot of people use the word shred. I was shredding or this or that. I mean, if you actually look up the definition of shred, it's it flat out tells you technical ability and technique and arpeggios and sweeps and fast speed, very clean. This is that $80 ESP. I think it's what is this? EC3 330. I got it for $80, so I you can see I put a different knob on there. Um, Dude, I love his comment. Yeah, I mean that Kramer for $160. I'll tell you the reason. Um, uh, I'll tell you about the Kramer. Yeah, Jazzers using the word shred is not appropriate either, right? Um, the reason I like the Kramer, the Floyd sits on top, and if you ordered that kind of Floyd on its own, from what I saw, was like $250. So I was like, I'll just buy two of these guitars because if I ever needed the Floyd to mount on something, there you go. I mean, I got my actual touring guitars bolted to the up there. Let me see if I can. Can you guys see it? So I'll tell you the story about that. Let me see. I'll pull you off here. You see the clown guitar up there? It's an actual clown, a clown airbrushed on there. Yeah, it holds its tuning really well. Those Kramers. I mean, for $160. Um, the thing is, like that guitar that's a '78 Strat that was fiberglassed over and hand airbrush as a something for me. I wonder if I can put that down a little bit more too. There you go. No, that's a prototype Jackson neck. That was from Charvel Jackson. That's actually from Grover Jackson himself. Yeah, Fractal will sound the same, Amir. It's the only reason why I switched from Fractal to Kemper is because this is my amp head. This is my actual TSL 660 head in there, and I'm able to profile my own heads. $80. Yeah, these are 80. I got this at a pawn shop down the street for $80, and it had these Alex Leo pickups. No, it's running direct. This is fucking direct. This is no cab, no power amps, no nothing. This is Kemper right into the board in the ear. And the thing is, they have some really good profiles, but I mean, to get it to sound like this direct, I had a hard time with Fractal getting it to sound this good direct. These have really good cabs and this, it's just. It sounds great to me. And I'll tell you, the neck pickup on this sounds really good too. Oh, bad note. Bad note, bad note. if it's got a good neck, well, that's the thing, and even with pickups, you like the PRS up there. It's got really good tone, but it's not quite as gainy. But I can add more gain through the amp. Would it? Yeah, right now I would buy a 450K land. What would you do? Hey, to be honest, let me explain something to you guys. So like it was 160 acres of land in Westport, Tennessee that that I had. Now you can have a forester come in for 4 grand. You can plant timbers. Every 7 years, they cut the timbers down. It's $750,000. But on top of that, while you're waiting, you can call the government and tell them you're going to plant tobacco. They'll say no. We'll pay you 75,000 to 100K a year not to grow it. So on top of that, you got the forester come in and he's planting the seeds and they clear the land, they broker it and everything else. It's one of the smartest things you can do. And that property was purchased in the 80s for $55,000. Got sold for 1.2 million. Some some Jamaican dude bought it. I don't want to know. Enhanced endurance, explosive energy you can feel. Buy a tent and a pole. A tent with a pole. What kind of pole? A stripper pole? You can run a strip bar, dude. I'll tell you, in Tennessee, I drove. The property I had was Westport, Tennessee. I was with my dad driving back from Paris, Tennessee, and going back and forth because we played golf up there. There was actually a strip bar in a trailer. Yeah, they grow. Yeah, they'll pay you not to grow. Crazy, right? I mean, once you get into the business side of stuff like that, there's ways to make shitloads of money. And I say it all the time. What do banks do? They just take other people's money and invest it. Yeah, it was a strip bar in a truck. I said to my dad, I said, Dad, you ever go in there? He's like, Are you out of your mind? I said, Let's go. He's like, No, you are out of your fucking mind. I go, Where in the world, in any book, can you say you were in a fucking strip bar trailer? I go, How did they play music in there? Through like one of those intercom systems, like in the old houses, you push the button. Oh my god. I wonder what that sounds like the neck. Once you build your hand speed through, you will always be able to shred. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, that's why I didn't get that whole Bad Brad thing. And then he was talking about Vinnie Vincent this morning about shredding and stuff. You only want to go places like that. Just so you see. Yeah. I mean, why not? I want to see what's going on in there. How are you fucking running a strip bar out of a trailer? Like, who's the bodyguard in there? Hills have eyes. That's all I picture. Like, I all those things flash in my head. Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Hills Have Eyes. I'm like, I gotta go in there. Like, how do they serve you a bit? Oh, and that's the other thing. It's dry county there. Like, what do you? The first time I was there, the, the spiders talk back. Oh my god, dude, that's too funny. Smoke from the meth lab. Double wide. Oh my god. You guys are fucking hilarious. And he loves the shoe. Moonshine. Oh yeah, could have been some moonshine out there. I don't know. I don't want to see who's making it, but probably some moonshine going on there. Absolutely. Oh well, here's the thing. So Bad Brad did this whole thing the other day, or was it this morning, about the whole shredding, and you're not gonna be able to shred when you're old, and blah blah blah. And then I wait, and then I see him tonight. He's doing a whole thing on Vinnie Vincent and how he was a great shredder and played blistering notes, and he's trying to get 2 million for this record. I'm like, dude, make up your fucking mind. Does shred suck or what? What are you trying to say? Like, it's a flip flop. He's starting to get like kind of like Red Show, like flip floppy. Now he don't shill like Red, but I was like, what the fuck, man? Oh, hey, let's turn this up. Let me see if I'm in tune. I forgot about this too. Sorry about that. Let's see. Let me take this off. Can't shred while you're old. Yngwie still tours. Yeah, exactly, right? I mean, and then he was saying about how you will diminish. I was like, well, if I diminish from this speed, I'm good. But if I diminish from, you know what I'm saying? Let me. You guys gotta tell me if this is too loud. I don't know if I'll be able to hear it. I can't hear to play it. I did bass and drums for Round Around. It's hard to hear because I can't crank you guys. That's the one thing about using the recorder. I wanted to see how loud that was, but doing the recorder while I would have to plug my guitars into the Tascam. Yeah, I can't hear to play along with it though. Yeah, and it's not cheap living in Florida. He moved up near Ormond Beach, somewhere over there. Like, I don't know exactly where, but I heard him talking about Daytona and Ormond Beach. But I know he lives in Florida. You wanted to hear me sing? Way down in. Yeah, Vinny's a wacko. I met him a few times. Again, my buddy Damien, his dad owned Casablanca Records. Damien's not doing well, but and he told me like all kinds of fucked up stories. um, it will be because they're gonna do away with property tax. Yeah, BB King and all those. My laptop. I actually. So if you guys didn't, when I first came on, um, UFO. Yeah. When I when I right before I did this, I ran out and I did look at new laptops because I was like, you know what? My laptop is a little older and it's just got Pro Tools in there. I said maybe I could get like a Lenovo or something. But I was like, fuck, MacBooks are like 3 grand. It's like, what happened? I kind of shocked me, but I couldn't find Best Buy. Best Buy closed by me, so then I came home and then my wife told me where it was. So I was like, thanks, you know. But yeah, they there's I don't have a problem with people making money on YouTube. It's all good, but you know, you can't like be flip floppy. I mean, I've got like 500 videos. Yeah, I think I'm gonna get a Lenovo. I really do. Just because it comes with Google and Google Chrome. And the problem is I have all Apple, and you have to download that stuff. And when you're downloading, I even tried to do the OBS, the like what everybody was telling me to do, and some of those streaming companies, man, they want an arm and a leg for that shit. I was like, get out of here. But I think I'm gonna get a Lenovo. Yeah. Does the musician union offer a pension if you play forever? No. They dumped Windows. Yeah. I don't know why it's all Safari now. I don't. That's like a bad. I don't know. It and who knows? Maybe Safari is one of their apps. You know, Apple's apps that they created. Ask Steve Lukather. You know, it's funny. A lot of people are starting to come out and talk about the NDAs and not getting paid. You know, I was just talking to Steven about that whole Thriller album by Michael Jackson is Toto. You know, Linux. Yeah, I saw that. And they got a Lenovo Pro. I think it was like 289 for like it's like an iPad one that would fit in there. I have to get new cables and stuff, but that's okay. Really, it's yeah. A Picaro played on there too, and they filtered. It was mostly like those two, you know. Like even a lot of people were like even that break part. That's all Steve Luca there. That's all Luke. No, that they did the sessions, but they came up with a lot of the parts. Yeah, Lukather is a badass. He's a little odd, but he's an incredible guitar player. But you know, he had his own issues. But he's a fucking talented guy. There's no doubt about that. He's been on hundreds and hundreds of albums, probably thousands. If you looked at everything, it's really he's got an amazing career. And I don't know if you know who is it Jim Fleck? Jim Fleck? Jim Fleck? He did the James Bond thing. Christopher Cross too, yeah. I think it's Jim Flick. Jim Fleck? I can't remember his name either. He did the James Bond thing. The theme. I'm new to the channel. What do you hate, Tom? I don't hate him. I, to be honest, I don't give two shits about him. But I was actually friends with him, so a lot of people don't understand. I have hundreds of emails from Tom, hundreds of emails and private conversations. You know, wishing me a happy New Year, have a great holiday, bro. All that. We were fine until he doxed me for a second time. I let the first one slide, and then the second one, no. I reported him, and then the FBI got hold of that. Now he's kind of changed his tune a little. I know his buddy Mike got a talking to by the FBI in Tennessee because he thought it'd be funny and ask a question about if that was me and where I lived. Tried to sneak it in. But again, how far do I want to go talking? Put it this way. Oh, thanks, Amir. My cousin works for Trump. My dad's in politics. Politics. You brought a snake in your house named Tom. Yeah, yeah. He doxed me. He told people where I lived. You see, you own the copyright to your own self. So no matter what my information is out there, and there's information to everybody because you pay taxes or whatever it is, if it's not tied to you in a social media way, you have to have permission to post it on someone's channel. Like, I can't take Tom's full name and his address. I know exactly where he lives. I can't take his name. I can post his name because he uses his name on his own channel. So if I was called, my real name's Christopher Cologne. If I used the Christopher Cologne show anyone could use my name because I posted it. Now I can dox myself. I can tell everybody where the fuck I live, because it's my right, and it's no one else's right but you to be able to do that. It's one of those things. And I respect that. But he didn't respect that. He got drunk during the Super Bowl. I busted him on a fake account, and he answered it right away. And I said, dude, your boss. And then he doxed me right away because he was drunk and pissed off. He's not a bad guy. He just can't control his demons and his feelings. See, a lot of these people that are on social media, it's all feelings for them. It's not about what's right or wrong, it's what they think. Yeah, it's dirty he did that. Yeah. I would never fucking do that. I don't care if you're my enemy. If you're my enemy, I'll just show up at your fucking house. You know what I mean? I don't have to fucking dox you. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to fucking handle business like a fucking man. I'm not going to do shit like that because it's wrong. Because you're a jackass and a kid gets hurt, yeah, you don't want a kid to get hurt or somebody because you're playing fucking games on social media. And there's lots of social media people that have actually had issues, gone to jail. Yeah, he posted. Yeah, he can't post any of my personal information. He doesn't have any right because I'm private. Like if I say, hey, come join me on my Facebook page, that's my right, but you can't post my name, my Facebook page, and link it into my fucking social media, even on my own page. You have no right to do that. If I don't say my name, you have no right to post my name on any video. That's what doxing says. Here's how bad doxing is, especially in the state of Florida. In the state that I live in, and I can say I live in Florida, it has one of the harshest doxing laws. You can just mention a kid's school name. So, like Joe's school, that's considered doxing in the state of Florida. And the FBI here, don't fucking play with that because now you got a kid's school. They can be harassed, bullied. Yeah. Yeah. You just can't do it. And it's uncool. And when people like Zach Roberts and these people that come on my channel and they say certain things about why are you after him and well, dude, look at all the people that come on my channel and give me shit about it, and how many people that come on my channel. Yeah, it's like posting Craigslist ad for yeah, yeah, for a house party. So like if you come on my channel and you're criticizing me, why haven't you gone on his channel and criticized him and said, bro, you dox somebody? What the fuck is wrong with you as a human being? It's kind of like somebody, like I was saying, Zach was making fun of like Steven in the wheelchair and stuff like this. Yeah, because I recognize his fake account. Because what happened during Super Bowl, somebody had made a statement and I just saw it and my studios popped up with a notification, so I answered him. And 2 seconds later, Tom answered him as well in with his regular account to that person. How did he know I answered that person in that fast and that was the only one? Be a good lawyer. Well, the thing is, my dad was a police major, he's military, so I grew up with all that stuff, and I talked to Amir too. Most of the people that come on my channel are great people. Like especially the live streams. Where's Tom in his fake accounts now? Where's Zach Roberts in his fake accounts? They're not going to come on here because everybody can confront them and go, bro, is he saying the truth? And then what is he going to say? No, he's lying. Well, that's not what he's saying. He's right here, and here's your comment say he's lying. Somebody, either he's lying or you're lying. So why has he got a hard on for Tom? But then you go, well, if he's got a hard on for Tom, how come he's not on Tom's channel calling him out? And because I'm not that guy, I'll send you a private email and say you're a piece of shit. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Well, the FBI is involved. The FBI from Miami and the FBI in Tennessee. They're working together. Now, I know the FBI in Tennessee talked to Mike right away because I gave him his phone number. So his buddy that does the PC2 amp thing and thought he'd be funny. Yes. Yeah. So I had to have Zach email me so that because it was easier for the FBI to get into my Yahoo because I already gave them the. Yeah, no, I got pictures. So what happens is the FBI calls you and then they have a portal. But I also like I've showed it before where I sent it direct to the FBI agent. I said, "Here's Zach, here's him," and they're like, "You send me this stuff here. I'll send it to the Tennessee office." It's a big deal. Especially you have to understand the ties I have. You know, my was a cop. He put a lot of bad people away. I don't need some fucking asshole coming after me and my kid, for revenge. He doesn't stop to think about that, did he? You know, that's a shitty thing to do. My uncle Clay, Ways and Means Committee, 26 years in fucking Congress. My cousin's Donald Trump's head golf pro, Michael Meehan. So I get ties all the way up to that, but they don't stop to think about that shit. So that's why the FBI get involved quick. Wackadoodles, yeah, exactly. I'm like, and I gave Tom doxed me twice. First time he got blocked, and I had to call in a favor, to get him unblocked. Yeah, the guy from Boston, funny too. I like him. What's he do? Yo, dudes. What's it? What's he say? Yo, dudes. I think he plays through Line Six, doesn't he? Tom from. I watch all the same stuff. Yeah, and then in the he'll tell me how bad I suck and this and that. But here's the thing, and I'll say this to you guys: when people when people bully other people, it's because they're threatened by your skill or your talent or some kind of ability you have. You get bullied because you're better than them. Because they bully out of jealousy or it's love, the little boy picking on the girl, I hate you and because he likes her. So either Tom is in love with me or he feels threatened by me. And a lot of times people feel threatened because I'm from the inside industry and I can. Let's put it this way: if I was a really big jerk, I could fucking ruin Andy Wood's career, Tom Bukovic's career. I can call all the fucking big wood, every fucking record label, and just fucking put an end to it. But I'm not gonna do that. You know, I've called in favors, but not to do stuff like that. I'm not that kind of guy because I don't really give a shit. You know what I mean? You guys, you guys have been on here. Yeah, yeah, man. That's a great way to tell your kid. Listen, if you're being bullied, it's because people are threatened by you because you're very talented or you have a skill that they'll never achieve. It's true, you know. It just is, you know. And it doesn't matter how beautiful the person is or how good looking. I know a lot of very good looking people that are insecure. Yeah. And then Andy found out that I think somebody told him, "Hey dude, don't fuck with that guy. He'll fucking Andy don't want nothing to do with me. Nothing." And he knows he was wrong. He got suckered into it by Tom, and he got put in a situation where somebody from his endorsement said, "Bro, that ain't the guy to fuck with." Yeah, Zach is another one, but yeah, and the same thing. The reason why I don't really care about these people, but I talk about them and joke about them, is because it's funny to me in the manner that they're so unhinged. A lick that I've been working on. I knew Joe Laporta. Is he his brother? I think so, right? Joe Laporta. I think he sells cars now, right? Or IKEA or something. No, I think Joe Laporta. He played guitar, right? Matt's brother Joe. I'm pretty sure that is a lick I've been working on. No, because here's the thing. Here's the thing about me, and I'm just able to play like that, so I just keep my hands loose. But the thing is, it's more. Oh, from John, that one. Yeah, 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 yeah. I thought you were asking about somebody I went to school with, but I know a Joe Laporta too. That's funny. So a lick that I work on, I don't really work on licks or I do a lot of scalular stuff to keep my hands loose. You know, I might get ideas and try them out. Like if I'm going, and I might go, I might try something. Yeah, nobody knows about Tom. He hides it from everybody. So like as far as like licks that I work on, I don't play where I have to use a lot of licks. Well, it wasn't on vintage guitars. He doxed me, and I have ties into the record industry with big wigs, and I have people like I don't need the CEO from Atlantic Records here, and then some fucking guy doing a drive by. You know what I'm saying? Because they figured out, well, he's with the labels and he's got money. Yeah. Well, most of the stuff that I do is for like labels and stuff. But I mean, if I write something for myself, stuff like that, I like that kind of stuff. You know, if I'm doing like more on the bluesy side stuff, let's see. Let me see. If I do, so let's see. Stuff like that. It's on my hand. Sorry, everybody. Something on my hand. You know, if you roll, let's see if I can roll something. Mike stands in the way. But you get the idea. Or like this is one of mine. What was that about roasting eggs? Yeah, a lot of the Nashville guys. I don't know a lot of them, but like Justin Ostrander and Nikki V are from Nashville. They're fucking awesome people. You know, so I can't say everybody from Nashville's like that because I know some people from Nashville and they're not like that. Your name is Galvis. Nice to meet you. My name is Dennis D. Same thing like you ever get a pen commercial jingle? I did some jingles. I did some Target stuff. Back a long time. Target. I'm fucking up my own rhythm because I'm thinking about The target, let's see. Any Megadeth? And I haven't played them in years. You know, there was a point where I taught too. Stop it. Probably. Which one? This? That, it's on the 3rd Street. Wait, let me see if I can turn it without knocking the phone over. Let's see. Let me turn this. I think I can. Hold on. So you're chunking on the E. It's kind of like metal-y stuff, kind of more like the Megadeth, Metallica stuff. I used to play the band I used to play with, I just remembered, with Donnie Hamzig from Manowar, Rathen. You're too good at. I'm gonna. That's why I'm gonna buy the Lenovo. I think it's because I'm using my phone into the monitor, and it's with the. There's something with the mirror thing. So I went to Zeppelin. I dig your try it and pull up. Not sure which one you're using the open string on. That low one? That's the 3rd. Oh, this? That one. It's like there's a couple ways I do that lick. It was cool. I do it that way, or I do open. Here it is. Practice that. No, not yet. I watched part of it, but not all of it. Yeah. I see it's over there. That lick. That's a good one. Another way that I do that is there's 2 other ways. You could do that. Chromatic stuff I love a lot. This lick, I do it like this. Kind of like you can do that chromatic too. And then the other chromatic one I do all the time is open that one too. The bouncy one? Yeah. That one. You like the bounce of it, right? It's the same leg. put it down. It is a cool lick. So now you just, so here's, yeah, I know. Here's the cool thing about what just happened. So he's asking about a lick, right? So I get in my head, that is a cool lick because he's bringing out the why it sounds good. Yeah, it would sound fucking awesome with a double kick. Now here's how I think. This is how I learned from teaching something, and it happens to me on my channel all the time. Now I'm going to take this lick and try it a couple different ways. So I go, nah, I didn't like it. Now let me try to reverse it. Now let me open the lick up and do it with other fingers. That's fucking badass. Now see, I come up with another lick because somebody asked about a lick, and now through my mind, I think of other possibilities fast. This is why I get hired by the labels, because I have a mind that works constantly for ideas. Thanks, man. Yes, but that, and so you guys are watching firsthand. Like if somebody presented a song, my mind will turn that inside out in different possible combinations, and that's why I get asked to write, because it's something that it's really not normal if you really think about it. That's not a normal way of thinking, but I had to think like that for so many. Plus, you can play. Dude, I'm gonna get that fixed. Trust me. And I said to Steven the other day, I go, I don't know. Does that help people learn? Because if they're playing, they don't have to look across. They can look on their screen and their hand matches up. I know some people like that, but I've seen tabs written that way too. And I was like, I never thought about that. Because I'm looking at myself on my big screen and I'm left-handed. But can I play Smoke on the Water? You like it better? Is it easier that way because you could just look? So like if I'm looking at myself, right? I can see myself playing it. So like now I just saw myself with that lick, and my head turns again. So watch. So like I don't stop thinking about how many different ways I can play this lick. Flick right. Probably. I'd have to play like bluesy licks if I if the mic was. I'd have to play a lick like that, right? You and Bukovac in Dark Alley. Who walks away the winner? Play that riff. It's It's almost like you don't have to think about it. You always rip it. Beer drinkers and hellraisers. Well, let's just put it this way: if we were in an alley, he's probably had a few. I probably shouldn't answer that question, but my dad's a ex Black Ops Marine, so I studied a bunch of martial arts as a because I had to. He made me. Tom knows karate. I studied Jeet Kune Do, Chinese Shaolin. Um, I've studied with the American top team down the street. Have I ever been in a power trio? Oh man, that was a big question. Your tongue would pass out. Say, hey, Fur Dog, say that again. If what about a power trio? That was a big. They fade out. So, have I ever been in a power trio? No. I always wanted to try to. Guys won't put up with me because I can't. I have. The thing is, I would love to try to practice singing live with a band because bands a lot of times the drummers they're not metronomes and they'll throw in stuff that where it shouldn't go and it influences you, and this is kind of what I was talking about Andy. You don't play it like if I'm playing like those flashy licks I might not able I sometimes you're not able even with a metal band to throw that in there depending how busy the bass and the drummer is. So if you have a break where they're kind of chilling out and riding, and it's just double kicks all the way through, yeah, yeah. Some of it can be, it depends. Like I can see backup, like that kind of stuff. But it's that's easy stuff. I've been doing that for years. But like to actually sing now, blues stuff is a little different because you're you know what I mean? It's a little different. They hold chords out and stuff. But like that's why I have a lot of respect for guys like Billy Gibbons. I love to sing. Oh yeah, that's crazy. Spirit of the Radio. I don't even remember how to play that. I don't remember. There's a lot of Rush I forgot too. I used to Rush and Ozzy and Halen were like the three big ones when I was a kid. Rush, Halen, Ozzy. But like, but I learned a lot of like Swords and Tequila by Riot. How's Limelight go? I can't remember the song. Play the 57 Holy Grail. Doesn't play. I'm trying to think of how does that even start out? And Limelight has a cool solo. I mean, that has a cool solo in it. Living in the limelight, universal dream. There's those the same, those who wish to be. Man, I can't remember the main part. Yeah, I mean, there's some stuff that I probably shouldn't say. I don't know. Like I talked about Ingve's hand injury. If you guys ever get a chance, check out Wally Voss. Yeah, man. Yeah, it's Steven. I talked to him. He's cool as shit. And it's unplayable. The 50, that's a 57. It was my cousin's. It's unplayable, and I reversed the pickups in there, so all the hardware on that is not original. My cousin fucked the guitar up, to be honest with you. So I took all the hardware I had here, and well, not everyone knows what really happened. He he was with a guy named Wally Voss in a band called Frontrunner here, and they used to party a lot, and like really bad, ski slopes and stuff. And he fell on his hand. He also got in a car accident because he was drunk as shit. But the 57 was my cousin's. It's got like a new top on it. Yeah, the one that's beat up. I don't know if you can see it. This one. Yeah, I took it down the other day. Here, let me take it down so I don't fucking drop it. It's already damaged enough. Ski slopes, yeah. This is the one Zach claims it's. Let me see if I can get it in the camera. You can see it's all. The knobs are 1960 knobs. Let me see if I can. Let me see. There's all the checking on it that you're not going to see on the guitar. Yeah, it's unplayable. This is all, and these are PRS reserve pickups that I put in and flipped it. The back is all fucked up too. But it's got all new binding. The sounds good, right? Ah, my name is Zach. No, it's just all fucked up. But it's my cousin's, and I take care of his dad, so it's all good. My cousin's 77. He's got dementia. He's 77 years old, and his father is my uncle that I take care of. That's 99. That was a guitar that my uncle bought for him when he was a kid, and he didn't take good care of it. And my uncle plays piano and stuff. There's some musicianship in the family, but my cousin was. I have to fix the guitar. Yeah, it's not that easy. Whoever he had do the new so the ebony, I don't know if it was ebony or rosewood that he had on there. He left that in a storage locker that was on air conditioned, and he's had dementia for a long time, my cousin, and the whole thing cracked. Then he decided he was going to play again, so he had to have it all refretted. They pulled the whole top of it off. It had a headstock crack. You can see he didn't take very good condition of it. um, I have a 59. I have a 57 Strat that's never been played. Those guitars are in my warehouse. That one, I wanted to make it a player, like a player guitar, where nobody knows what it is. But yeah, it's a shame. Yeah, I'm gonna watch some of his videos too. Steven, when you watch his videos, send me a link to his videos so I don't forget, cause I got the kid. I love check. That's the other thing. I love checking out you guys. Whatever you guys do. See, I was just fortunate. I got lucky. Like in the lotto. I'm one of you guys. I'm just like you fucking guys. I'm no better. I'm no special. It's just we're all people, man. That's why I said, we your character and ethics are everything in life. The only thing that you're gonna die with is your name. And you better make sure it's fucking good. You don't want no tarnishing on your name. I mean, I've done a lot of fucked up shit when I was a kid, but, you know, at least people are going to say, yeah, he was good. I apologize to people that I've played with in the past. I've made some mistakes with some other people, and, I've made amends with those people. This is going to be a long live stream, I can tell. I'm going to end up on pain pills again. I may drink a Guinness. So if you guys don't know, I've been cut from here all the way down twice. All right, man. Yeah. Post some links. Yeah, because I'm all about sharing. If there's a bunch of people that come on here, I sub them. Um, you know, I great job. You know, and it's not the problem I had with people like I call him Teabags. Tom is, he went on Gus's channel and Gus was just making videos about the 59. I have a 59. It's a piece of shit. They sound like shit. The 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 frets are all nickel, like almost solid nickel. You go like that, they dent. With the strings, the old strings. Snorting whiskey. It's not a whiskey. Yeah, that's a great song. So, like, even the strings weren't coated, and then they had a lot more nickel in them. The pickups were wound with a lot more nickel in it. The tail pieces and everything bent because they were soft. Everything sucked about the 59, and it's just because of the way they made them in that day. They're not a great guitar. They're not. Like you could see that's got issues, but my 59 has issues. I took it out and I had to send it out because the tailpiece was bent. It had a bow in it. I was like, what is that? It's like just constantly fixing those things. And then if you take some. So here's the thing, the David Gilmour guitar from that just sold for $14 million. So sorry I said 12 the other day. It's a parts caster. It doesn't have the original neck, the original pickups. That guitar has been changed out since that record. So that the only thing that saw any light in that record was the body. All the electronics are probably new. The necks are probably newer. He's probably gone through necks. He's probably got, and then you're gonna yeah. Yeah, the Les Paul bridges, especially the older ones, because of the nickel. So, like the same thing with the Fenders. So everyone talks about that David Gilmour guitar. I guarantee he's gone through two or three necks and all the frets from all those tours, the bridges, the everything on that Gilmour guitar is not what was on that record, right? He toured with it. You just paid $14 fucking million for a parts caster that's not original, and those pieces, that neck wasn't on the album, that fret wasn't on it, and the guitar doesn't play itself. The guy Gilmour is worth the money, not the fucking guitar. It's a parts caster. It's not even an original fucking guitar. Their best guitars? I like the 70s era, man. Like around 77, 72. Yeah, it's a parts caster. Nothing special about it. And the problem is those parts were never on the record. They're like, it's an iconic guitar. It was on the record. The old parts were on the record, not the new ones he put. Yeah, I like the 70s Les Pauls. Like 77, I have a Randy Rhoads one. It's a 72 custom. That I put that back into the warehouse too. I got a 72 Les Paul custom. You've seen it probably in the older videos. I've played it. But again, that guitar has a different tone to it because it's older parts. Now that guitar is heavy as hell, and it was from Japan. It was a Japanese Gibson Les Paul. It was it 73 custom? 73 custom. That guitar was awesome. Playing Randy licks on that, you felt like Randy Rhoads. But I don't know how. They said it was to his spec, and I don't know how you played that. Yeah, the 77s, right around there, man. Right before they switched. I didn't see that. What was that last one? Oh, my eyes closed. The Outlaws. No, I don't know any Outlaws. I used to. I can't remember any of that stuff. Kind of like the. Let's see. I can think. I can't even remember Skinner. The R9, yeah. This one? Yeah, that's a nice guitar. Make fun of Chris because he calls out his Tom bullshit claims. Yeah. Yeah, I'll play the R9. Someone paid for a fucking piece of alder. Yeah. Yeah, it's stupid. Molly Hatchet was fucking great too. I don't play this much. Oh. There goes a new dent. Oh boy. It's got a clean sound to it. No, I can't. I don't know how to change the view. At GIT, did they? No, they didn't teach us. JitLab Relic. Yeah. So you can hear how clean it is. Yeah, that's like a different sound. Now here, now let's try not to ding it anymore. It's got a D5. Does it get? Can I charge more money since it has a D5 microphone ding? Now this guitar, I don't know. Let me see. Try not to ding this one. Somebody wants to buy this. I'm not sure if I'm gonna sell it. It plays too good. Well, you'll hear the difference. Now this is more of a modern. You hear the difference? It's a lot hotter pickups, a lot more gainy. Where the R9s are, you know. Yeah, it sounds good. How much was what? The R9? That's a Burst Brothers R9. That was 16,000. This one's around 2. The gold top. But this has a really good tone to it. This is actually more of a playable guitar for me. The way it feels. It feels really good. I don't know what pickups are in this. I never took them out to see. Oh, there goes a scrape. That one's relic too now. That's a little scrape on there. And this is my custom studio. I know some of you guys saw this before. Now these are Duncan's. This is all. This is my custom. It's got the Butler string tree on there. It's got all the copper. And the white one, $4,000 for a studio custom. They're like, you want to customize the studio? I'm like, fuck yeah. So I did the silver knobs, the mirror pick guard, the knobs are custom. Yeah, all DiMarzios. It's got tuners with the pearl. It's got the Butler on there to keep it. It's got all copper insulated with the clear glass. It's my favorite guitar. This is my Kiesel. Buckethead. Yeah. Yeah, I got my Kiesel was 4. How are you doing? I didn't get to see that. What did it say? How are you doing? What? This is my favorite. This is my favorite Les Paul. I've had this for So here's what I do, and you're never gonna see anyone explain this. What's up, bro? I use my thumb, and I use this as almost like a guide. So this goes in like this, and my thumb kind of comes off, and you'll see I rotate my hand this way, and it's cupped hard. So this comes in like this. I use this locked as a guide. Now it'll come over sometimes. But you can see my chair don't swivel anymore. My chair broke earlier, so I had to screw it. But if I go like this, let me see. I don't know if I can screw it over enough. I don't think I can. I'm sorry to hear that, bro. Sorry to hear that, bro. Check. Testing. So this acts like a guide. Everyone talks about this hand anchoring. I don't like to anchor this hand. I mute, but I like this hand to bounce around. So, because this hand's all over the place. This like this. Yeah, I know, bro. So it arches and I lock it in like this. So I'm doing this. And I have to do that because of the way that I some of the stuff I do, like because I jump around so fast, I can't have my hands wrapped. So I have to have like an anchor, and then for stability. And like I was saying yesterday, the hardest part is being able to get that movement and be able to stop it every time. Like you could go up. That's really hard to do, to time it at the same fret while you're moving it back and forth as you're going. But now you're doing it there and there. You could do strings. You can reverse it too. I have an odd way of approaching the soloing stuff, which a lot of people look at, and it's a lot of people look at it as speed, but you have to look at it like the approach and how I'm doing it. It's not just speed; it's the licks that I do at that speed, like doing like off the first, and then you reverse it and do it off this side. It's just one of those things. But I always looked at it, even if I play forwards, you're gonna play backwards. You gotta go both ways. You just have to, because if you're not going both ways, you're gonna lose whether you go forward. So like if I'm going, you gotta be able to go. You gotta be able to go back just as easy as you go forward, or you're gonna lose out. You know what I mean? So like, if you're doing, you gotta be able to. What part? This? That's, I've showed it before. It's string skipping. String skipping forwards and backwards. And then backwards. That kind of stuff. And it's not normal. So like, I got into that from Holsworth by going. Now that's a weird way to play a scale. We probably never saw that. I'm not sure. So like playing scales in weird manners like that, it's kind of like that kind of stuff is it's not easy, but you can practice it. Yeah, kind of. Yeah. I actually I gotta move this, but I'll show you. I did do one of those. Bet you can't play it. It's a long time ago, but this is it. Let me see if I can get it in there. Let's see. That's with the arpeggio thrown in. And even back then, 20 years ago when I did that on bet you can't play this, people were going, that's shitty, that's crappy. I'm like, okay. If that's what you think, go ahead and play it. I wouldn't want to play that. It sounds like shit. Okay. But then they didn't realize that you can move that around. You know what I mean? So you're like this. So you can add a scale in there. So you can start creating licks off of licks. You know what I mean? So like you might go, and that all started at GIT. You know, like with Paul and all those guys. You know, that kind of stuff. And I sucked at sweeping. No, I'm not a good sweeper. I suck at it. Where the other guys just killed me on that. So I was good at that kind of stuff. Same like the walkout licks. You're going forwards but walking the lick out. It's an odd lick, but you know, a lot of people, yeah, Gambali. That's where I stole that from too. Very good, very good, very good. Yeah, Gambali. Now, like I would see stuff like that, and then I would do my own like versions of like it's an octave. Or you can go all the way down. That kind of stuff. Or you would string skip and do. And you could get that. You can get that. No, distant dream. You could get like that melodic sound in there with the spacing. So I might go. That kind of stuff. Yeah, John McLaughlin. Dude, yeah. You're giving away all my secrets. Al Di Meola, Paco de Lucia, John McLaughlin, Gambali I studied with at GIT and Holsworth at GIT. Free guitar. Yeah, they're free guitar lessons. It cost my dad $100,000 for all this. Yeah. But yeah, this is so like if you have like you got your major and minor arpeggios in there, but then you throw the diminish in there too. And then, I was good at playing arpeggios, but a lot of people sweep arpeggios. I'm not a good sweeper, so I ended up playing patterns inside my arpeggios. And it gave it a different sound to me. And once I heard that, I was like, you gotta be kidding me. What was I missing? Yeah, my dad was awesome. He was tough on me, though. He was a black ops, and he was in the military and then become a cop. Yeah, I wish we had YouTube when we were kids. Dude, I must have bought the first Van Halen record 15 times. I wore that out trying to learn that. And then the hardest part was the tapping because no one saw what he was doing. You know what I mean? Here, let me put this back a little. Can I do that back? Let's see. So like the tapping stuff, where he's You know, what I messed up. You know, he would drop it back and stuff. Nobody knew what he was doing, and then we started getting into that. That all started like that, and then we saw the, all that kind of stuff. And really, if you think about it, Eddie got all that from John McLaughlin and Paco and those guys because they were all tapping the guitars, you know, like August Rush back then, and all those guys, El Demiola, John McLaughlin, they were the guys doing that. You know what I mean? Yeah. I mean, same with the tapping. I started getting into like. So if you look at that lick, right, and then you tap the octave. You start hearing things. Same with the open strings. Then I start playing with the open strings. And then you start working these fingers and just to work them in, to start getting used to. And then once you get used to it, then you start doing a lot of that kind of stuff. Diver down, yeah. I forget the name of that song too. What's up, Jerry? And a lot of that stuff, I come from old school, so I liked old school songwriting, but then I liked the Eddie Van Halens and the John McLaughlins and the Randy Rhodeses and the Chris and Pelletteris and Michael Romero from Symphony X, and I was friends with Chris Olivia and those guys. That like some I would never trade my life for what I got to experience. There's no way. The good, the bad, the ugly. I love Zach too. Zach's great. I showed Zach licks last night. Doug's a nice guy. Doug's one of the nicest guys you'll ever meet. I used to hang out with him a lot. Chris Rizzola from Steelheart and Doug Aldridge. Two fucking great guys. Can we create a new Zach lick? Oh wait, maybe up here. Wait. Oh, almost. Yeah, I could care less for Ted's political rants as well. I just want to hear fucking musicians play fucking music and leave everything else, their personal feelings out of it, and just fucking play. You know what I mean? Stop being. It's like the same with all these YouTubers, man. Yeah, Dougie was good. I love Vivian Campbell too. Yeah. Man, so many fucking great musicians and great guitar players. Yeah, I knew Steve. Yeah. He's another nice guy. He got fucked. Steve got fucked with the autograph thing. That's a sad story. I don't know if I can tell that. Yeah, Craig Goldie's awesome too. He was very nice to me. He came on the channel and made some comments, which was awesome. And that was like the whole thing. Like, some people may still know who I was or what I was doing. Yeah, Rowan. Yeah, Rowan Roberts. Yeah, Rowan Roberts. He was good too, man. I don't know whatever happened to that kid. I have. I forgot it now, but I just had to show that to somebody. Somebody asked me to show him a part of it because of the speed thing. Yeah, Greg Goldie was so underrated. So underrated. Greg Goldie's another guy who inspired me a lot. He does stuff that I never saw before. That was there were two guitar players. Adrian Vandenberg was doing the backward stuff, but not like I do. But he would go, and that gave me the idea with doing the backwards with the forwards. Yeah, Dio never had a bad player. Yeah. Key's another great guy. Vivian was great too, man. Another guy that gets screwed. Elf. Yeah. There's a new Zach. Yeah, so much for the hour. I gotta get going though. I can feel my back is starting to bug me out. It's starting to hurt really bad. Like I'm starting to get like it was fidgety before, but I can feel my left leg is asleep. Yeah, he did get that gig. Yeah. A lot of good stuff, a lot of great players. But yeah, I think I'm going to have to go, man. Yeah, I love Gary Moore. John Sykes, too. I love John Sykes, man. Yeah, I'm going to have to get going. My leg's actually asleep. I could stay up all night. I wish I could. 2 hours is probably about. Yeah, I was gonna try for an hour, but two is pushing it right now. I'm in a severe pain. But you know what happens, and I explained this to Steven. You get so carried away, and you're so excited to talk to people and teach and everything. Yeah, my chair over. Is you when you guys when I'm talking to you guys, everything. Uh, you forget everything, and then you just and then it creeps up on you. Oh, don't fall, don't drop that one, and then you end up in severe pain. But it's well worth it for you guys. All right, man. Everybody, take care. We'll do some more. I'm gonna actually talk to I'm gonna call Patrick and Dave tomorrow and see if we could get the Knights of the Round Table thing going. Yeah, I knew Reb. He played in a local band called Fortune with Oni Logan. But yeah, let me take off, and we'll do. Well, I actually enjoy these better than actually doing videos, man. So we'll do some more of these in the future too. I'm just gonna have to put a fucking clock and have my kid hit me with a bat. I peace out, everybody. I enjoy it. Like it's the honor is all mine. I love you guys. This is a lot of fun for me. Um, it's better than hanging out in a bar. Peace.